Shit. Yeah, that's probably because, I was built for all this shit. Everything, like, whatever I do, man, good or bad, I just lay down in my bed.
What's good, YouTube? Green Ego Life right now, back with another video, man. Look, y'all, today, I'm be doing a story time of the first time I got high. Oh, bro. Look, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Share this video. Do all that, man. We finna run it up, man. The end of 2019, 2020, 2021, all that, bro. We finna get lit on, bro. Alright. So, look. Let's see. Like, it was 2018. Like, the beginning. Nah, it was like towards the middle. Towards the middle of 2018. And I was at my grandma's house. And I grew up with this dude named Ant, and he get high and stuff, and I used to always be over there, and he used to be high every time and stuff. So I go over there and I kick it with him like all day basically. And so he was like, "You trying to get hella, bro?" And I'm an athlete, like I hoop and I do all that, and I'm like, dang, I really don't even want to, but I'm like, I want to see what the hype about. And so like. So he was like, I don't know. I had went upstairs because his sister, Mumu, I was talking to her and stuff, and I'm telling her like I'm finna get high. She was like, "No, you're not, you lying." I'm like, "I'm dead serious. I'm finna get high." And so she was like, "All right, we'll see." Ooh. And so I was just like, dang, like I'm really finna get high. So I go back downstairs and he got the weed and stuff, and he was using a bong. And I didn't know how to use it or nothing. So he was using a bong, and he was putting the weed in a bong and stuff, and he was lighting it up. And I think he put water. He did something, like he did something to make it work. And so he started using it at first. He did it, and then he just like handed it over to me. And when he gave it, like when he handed it over to me, at first I said, nah, like I chickened out basically. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't even do it. And so he like, come on, bro. He was like, come on, bro, just try, you feel me? I don't want to peer pressure you, but just try it on, bro. You gonna feel decent. And I'm like, do I really want to do this or not? And so he was like, I'm gonna hit it one more time and then you gonna hit it. I'm like, all right, bet. So he had hit it one more time, and it was just like a whole bunch of smoke just coming out of his mouth. And I'm like, bro, like that is a lot of like weed and all that. So I had the bong and I was just looking at it. And so he was like, I had to hold my finger somewhere like on the hole. And he was like, just inhale. Don't inhale he was like, inhale to the point where you want to stop. And I'm thinking like, bro, like I don't think it's going to be that bad. So I was like, took a deep inhale until I couldn't inhale no more. And he looked at me and was like, "You finna be high as hell." And I was like, "Bro, like I'm finna die." Like it felt like I'm gonna die if I don't know what I'm doing. And so I had hit it and I just blew it out. A whole bunch of smoke. I just blew it out. And so he was already high because he got high already, but he was just getting high with me basically. And so he was high already and he was just laying back cooling because he used to it. And I'm just sitting up, just thinking, like, when is it going to pop on? Like, bro. And so I was on my phone and stuff. And, like, it wasn't even 5 minutes later, bro. I swear to God, like, 5 minutes later, I just got lightheaded. I just got dizzy. And I just started moving. And I looked at myself, and it was like a wave. Like, I was, like, just moving and stuff. And so I'm like, I told him, I'm finna leave because I got scared. I didn't know what was going on. And it was like my heart started beating fast. Like, bro, it felt like I was finna die for real, I swear to God. And my heart just started beating overly fast. So we was in the basement, and then I was like, all right, I'm finna go. Shook his hand, and I had left. Went upstairs, and I was like, I went to his sister. I'm like, I'm finna leave. And like, she was like, Ray John, are you high? I guess because my eyes was like bloodshot red. And they was low. And I'm like, nah, I'm not high. I don't know what you talking about. Trying to play it off. And so, like, after, like, I laid down. And like 2 seconds later, I got back up. And I just ran out the door. So as I was running off the porch, I was like, bro, like, I can't breathe. It's like I was running like, out. Like, you know how like when y'all on GTA and y'all get too drunk with y'all character and he get to running and stuff like that. Like, I swear to God, like, that's how I was running. And I was like, bro, like, I'm starting to get hot, and it started to kick in more. Like, it was kicking in more and more and more as I was talking and everything. So I went back to my grandma's house because my grandma, like, we lived 2 doors down. So my grandma, I went back to my grandma's house, and I started banging on the door, and I'm like, bro, I'm hot. I can't breathe, and I started yelling and stuff, banging on the door. And my grandma take out slow time, and I'm like, bro, could you open the door? I'm hot. She was like, you high? I was like, I'm high and I'm hot. And she was like, oh, no, baby. Bro, she was like, please don't tell me you doing drugs. I'm like, no, I'm not doing drugs. So she opened the door, and everybody was in the kitchen. And the room that I was sleeping in, it was all the way in the back of the house, and everybody was in the kitchen. So I had to walk past everybody, and I'm like, damn, like, everybody finna see that I'm hot. So I went to the back, I sat down, and it was like every time I stood up, I was not breathing. And I'm like, bro, I cannot control my breathing. I think I'm finna make myself pass out. And so I was like, so I had went back to the front. Ooh, no. But I went back to the front, and I sat down, and I got on my phone. And I had told my mama, like, I basically told her myself, I'm like, mama, please forgive me, ooh, I'm high, and I don't know what to do. And so my mama had called my sister and was like, Ray John just told on himself and he hot. And I was just like, bro, like, what is going on? And after I realized that I couldn't delete the message because she seen it already, I'm like, damn, like, I think she finna come over here and beat me or something. I'm finna be high as hell getting a whooping. And so my sister just started laughing. It was like basically trying to crack jokes like he can't control his high and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, you think it's funny? Like, I can't breathe. And so I had laid down. And as soon as I laid down, it was like I was breathing normal. Like, breathing normal. And so, like 3 minutes later, my auntie had called my uncle upstairs and was like, get in his face and check and smell and do all this. And I'm like, bro, like, you doing too much. And so she was like, I don't care. You doing drugs in my house. You're going to have to leave doing all this and that. And I'm like, man, whatever, bro. I'm high, so it's like I don't care about nothing, bro. Like, my body just cool, bro. So he was like, come here, John. Woo. So I get up. He was like, look me in my eye. And I'm like, just looking at him. I'm trying to look at him. And he was like, bro, your eyes can't even open. You high. And I'm like, I'm already knowing it. He gave me a hug and rubbed my hand and was like, something. He was like, oh, buddy, just go ahead and go to sleep or something like that. And I'm like, what the crap? And so as I'm laying down, I'm finally coming back to my senses like, damn, I'm high. Now I could control myself. Because when I first got high, like, I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't control myself. I was just tweaking. And so I was like, I was just like laying down. And so I had and so I was talking to my little brother. And out of nowhere, I just got a boost of energy, and I just got up and just started doing backflips in the bed. Like, I did like a whole bunch of them. And he was like, bro, you tweaking. And I was just like, I'm high. I don't care what's going on, bro. And I'm like, just living life. And so I had went to sleep. And I didn't know about the munchie part until I woke up. And like, I woke up and I was still high. It was like 12. It was like 11, 12 o'clock. So I woke up and they was like, Ray, we went to the store and we got something to eat. And I went, like, it was cold and everything. Like, it was so cold, I thought it was, like, hot. Like, I was so high, like, I could not just, I was just tweaking. And so, it was just like, yeah. I ate, and it was like, after I ate that plate, I was still hungry, and I'm like, bro, what's going on? So, I drank a whole bunch of stuff. I started eating donuts until, like, I got full, and it was like, my chest started burning. I'm like, yeah, I ate too much. And so, I was just like, after I sobered down, I had talked to my grandma and my auntie and was like, yeah, woo, my bad for coming to y'all house high and stuff. And I asked them, like, did I do anything, like, weird or something? And they was like, nah, you was just high. You didn't do nothing. You just went to sleep. And I was just like, oh, all right. And I ain't get hot and, like, in a long time. But, man, look, that is the story time of the first time me getting high. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Turn on post notifications because I'm going to be posting a lot, bro. I got a lot of videos made. I just have not posted it because I did not know I was going to take YouTube really serious until it was like, just do it, bro. You want to do it, just go with your gut. But, hey, man, thanks for watching this video, man. I'm going to be back on the next one.